ready to go? Awesome. Are you ready for this?
Yeah.
Mad. So as we chatted about, this is our first exercise program to introduce you to. Should give you 6 different exercises you can start to add into your rotation, and then you can continue on your own. So I've designed it because you're already really active as a superset. So basically it's a way that you can get in and out of the gym pretty quickly. So I've got 6 different exercises. I've paired them up into groups of 2. So basically you do first exercise, followed by the second exercise, have a rest, and then repeat that 3 times. So targeting 2 different muscle groups. It's just a really good way that you're not wasting too much time resting in between sets, so nice and time efficient. So today we're going to start with a warm-up, get that heart rate moving. We're going to run through some stretches, get stuck into the program, and then we can have a bit of a chat afterwards and see how you feel.
Cool.
Sound good? Okay, so what we're going to start doing is we're going to start with a step up to get the heart rate up. So holding onto here for support, nice up and down, nice flat solid feet on the bench. If you want to come on over, we can get into it.
Ready to start?
Ready to go. Nice. Looking good. All right, 3, we go for 10, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Moving on to the other side, holding on with our left hand on this side, using the opposite leg as last time. 1, 2, 3. Nice. 4. Feeling a bit warmer?
Yep.
5. 6. Beautiful. 7. 8. 9. Last one. And 10. Well done. When you're ready, if you come over and face me, standing next to this blue mat here. So we're going to lift our right leg up and hold. Left leg up and hold. Ready to go? Right leg up, hold. Left leg up, hold. Good balance. And hold. Do better than me. And hold. Oh. Go for 10. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Nice. Now what we're going to do is some inchworms. Further apart your legs are. Keep your legs dead straight and locked. Crawling out forwards into plank position and then crawling back, keeping your legs nice and straight, coming up to the top and then down again. And we're going to speed that up and get that heart rate moving. Okay, so feet nice and wide, bending right forwards, hands on the ground, crawling forwards into plank and back. All right, that's 1. We're going to go for 10. Come down for 2.
Okay.
Yeah, nice and fast. Well done. Feet further apart if you feel that your knees are not staying straight. Yep. 3. Well done. Looking good. And 4. Beautiful. And 5. It's not so cold anymore. 6. Well done. There we go. 7. 8. 9. And then on your 10th one, you can copy me, stay out in plank. So coming down into plank and right knee to opposite elbow and back. Left knee to opposite elbow and back. Bum down a little bit. We're going to go for 20. 5, 6, nice and fast. 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, well done, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, jump up when you're ready. How are you feeling?
Oh, tired.
You got your heart rate going?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. What we're going to do now is run through some stretches. Okay, so I'll get you to face forward. So the first one, right leg comes forward into a lunge. Slowly twist your body to the right. Yep, and then come back up to standing. Left leg comes forward. Twist your body to the left. Come back up to standing. Well done. And next one. To the right. Back up to standing. Well done. Left foot forward. To the left. And back up to standing. Two more. One leg forward. Twist to the right. Back up to standing. Left leg forwards. Twist to the left. And up to standing. Well done. Then we're going to put our feet nice and wide. We're going to lean forward, bend our knees and touch our toes. Sink our bum right down to the ground. Pull our knees, lock them up, and come back down. So there's a frog squat. So we're going for 10, 2, 3. Stretching out those hamstrings and those hips. 4. Nice and low. 5, 6, 7. Looking good. 8, 9, and 10. Next one's the world's greatest stretch. Right leg comes right forwards, left leg comes down, left hand to support yourself, right elbow to the ground, and then twisting up to the right. So, right leg comes forwards, yeah, into lunge position, left hand down to support yourself. You can touch your knee on the ground if you'd like. Right elbow to the ground. And then twisting back up, rotating right up towards the sky. Yep, 1, down again. 2, try to straighten that leg on the next one. The back leg. Yep, good. 3, lift the knee up the ground on this one. Cool, elbow to ground. 4, and 1 more. 5, wonderful. Okay, next one, we go the left leg forwards. Right hand to support us. Back leg as straight as you can get it. Left elbow to left ankle and stretch up to the left. 1. Now nice and deep. 2. Well done. 3. Good. Back leg nice and straight. Wonderful. 4. Last one. And 5. Cool. What we're going to do now is we are going to come down and lie on our back. Feel free to use the mat. And we are going to do some 10 glute bridges. So pushing through the heels, hips to the ceiling. 1, 2, 3. Really activating those glutes. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Okay, coming back up, we're going to come into plank position. We're going to come down into push-up cobra. Okay, so dipping chest down into cobra and then back into downward dog. Really pushing through, down into cobra. Stretching out that neck and shoulders. Stretching out those back of those calves. 2 more. Really flex that neck back and loosen that top of the back. Last one. Beautiful. Back into downward dog. Okay, last one. We're going to come onto our backs. All right, arms out to the side. Feet up into tabletop. Keep your knees together. Push your knees over to the right. Turn your head towards me. And then push your knees over to the left and look towards the right wall. Keeping those knees together. And then back to the right, look towards me. 3, 2 more. Really opening up that trunk. Well done. And last one. Well done. You are ready to go, my friend. Stand up, shake it out. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to demonstrate our first 2 exercises. We've got a kettlebell RDL, okay? And we also have a dumbbell thruster, okay? So I'll go through both of these with you. So we've got our kettlebell here, okay? And we're going to do the superset, and we've got our 3 kilo dumbbells here. So the idea is we're going to do 8 of the first exercise, move straight onto 8 of the second exercise, have a 60-second rest, and repeat, okay? So with an RDL, this is really, really good compound movement. What it does is it is strengthening all through the back of those legs, works on core stability. It's a really good fundamental hinging movement, okay? Good thing you've opened up those hips. So what we'll do, I will demonstrate this movement for you. So what you want to do is you want to stand with your feet about hip width apart, okay? What we're going to do is a gentle bend in the knee, but not too much. Rest leaning right forwards, the kettlebell's right by your toes. You're going to push your shoulders back, looking straight ahead, and pushing through the heels of your feet and your hamstrings. Pull that up, lock your bum at the top, and then slowly with gentle bend of your knee, lower that back down. That's 1 rep. And 2. Back nice and straight and hinging straight through those hips. All right, really working on those glutes and those hamstrings. Okay, I'll check your form as we go. The second one that we're going to do is a dumbbell thruster. Okay, again, feet hip width apart. You're going to put your dumbbells, rest them above on your shoulders here. We're going to come down into a squat. Then we're going to push the dumbbells up. That's 1, 2. Okay, so this is another compound exercise, really working on the upper body strength, but also at the same time targeting your quads, targeting your glutes. Really great exercises. Okay, so what we'll do is I'll get you to run through both of those so that you've got the idea of them. Okay, so if you want to stand on, I might get this mat out of the way actually so I don't have any slips. Okay, so the idea of this is it starts just in front of your toes nice and straight forwards, hip width apart. Okay, a little bit closer together. Okay, so this sits just in front of your toes, your feet just a little bit closer together. Okay, yep, and then what I want you to do is hinge reaching towards the kettlebell, gentle bend in your knees, stick your hinge right from your hips, so poking your bum right out, back nice and straight. Yep, reaching down towards that kettlebell. Okay, so a little bit more of a bend in your knees. Yep, and a little bit more of a straight back, so lifting your shoulders and your neck up a little bit. Perfect. What I want you to do now is pull that kettlebell up, really pulling, are you right if I touch you?
Yeah.
Really pulling through your hamstrings and your glutes. Okay, so pull that one up. Okay, lock at the top. Can you feel that through the back of those legs there? Then a gentle bend of the knee and lower that back down. Nice straight back, shoulders up. Perfect, that's 1 rep. And coming back up again. 2, well done. And again. Gentle bend of the knees. 3, well done. Well done. 4. Bit more of a bend in the knees. Yep, great. 5, and you don't need to let it go all the way to the ground if you don't want to. Down again. Bit more of a bend in the knees. Yep, nice straight back. 5, is that 5? Yep, and 6. 2 more. Well done. Shoulders nice and up. 7 and 8. Well done. Pop that kettlebell down. And then we're going to come over. So 2 kettlebells. 2 barbell dumbbells on your shoulders. Feet hip width apart, toes facing forwards. Yeah, coming down into a squat, like you're sitting on a chair, and then pushing up. Beautiful. And then back to the shoulders. So a little bit closer, hold them a little bit closer to the neck there, and a little bit more under your ears, so a little bit further back. Yep, and what we're going to do, we're really targeting these shoulder muscles here, okay? So coming down and pushing up, okay? Breathing in when we're coming down, and out when we're pushing up. 2, 3, well done. Beautiful. 4, 5, 3 to go. 6, 7, and 8. All right, well done. Pop them down, you get a 60-second rest. How are you feeling?
Tired.
Out of a level of 1 to 10, what would you say your effort level is at this stage with both these exercises? So 5 being neither yes, neither no, not a problem. 1 being it's a piece of cake, 10 being it's killing my life.
Probably 4, 5.
A 4 or 5?
Maybe 3. 3 to 5.
Okay, you can be honest. You can be honest.
Somewhere between
Yeah.
there.
So what we're going to do just while you're resting, just to run through, you're doing great with these. So if the kettlebell starts at just the beginning of your toes here, okay, keep your toes poking forward, just a nice gentle bend. So this is a hinged movement. So what we're doing is we're hinging. See how my back's nice and straight and I'm hinging from my hip. That's what's activating those hamstrings, okay? So a real hinge, and if you push your shoulders up and keep your head straight forwards, that's instantly going to give you that flat back, okay? So really focusing on keeping that back really nice and straight there. Okay, you're doing really well. Okay. Yeah. Have you got any questions about that one?
Not really, but the keeping your back straight, I think I struggle with that a little
Yeah,
bit.
so a really good way with that is keeping those shoulders nice. So when you're coming down, instead of rounding those shoulders, really up and pull those shoulders up and back, okay? And keeping that head looking straight forwards is going to keep that back in the correct position.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to go in for our next set. Okay, so we're going to go back to the RDLs. Okay, so leaning forward, soft bend of the knees. Yeah, and hinging straight forwards from your hips, sticking your bum straight back out to the back of the room. Shoulders up, really lifting those shoulders up and looking straight ahead. Perfect. Pulling that kettlebell up. Yep, nice. And this time I want you to lower it just to here, not to touch the ground.
Okay.
So lowering it down, gentle bend, gentle bend. Yep, good. 2. Yep, keep those shoulders up and back. 3, good. Perfect. Perfect, perfect. 4. Much better. 5. 3 to go. 6. 7. That's looking great, Maddie. Last one. Excellent. Popping the kettlebell down. Coming over. Feet hip width apart. Toes pointing forwards. Like we're going to be sitting on a chair. Get those right up onto your shoulders. Okay, closer to your ears, elbows in, okay, coming down into your squat, breathing in, breathing out, pushing out, breathing in, breathing out, breathing in, breathing out. 3, 4, 5, well done. 6, good. 7, 8, well done. Popping them down, 60-second rest. Well done. Really good job. How did that one feel? Was it feeling like it's getting a little bit more difficult?
It's getting more tiring.
Yeah.
But I feel like I'm getting better at knowing how to stand in my
Yeah, no, you did great. So what I'll show you is an example of when my shoulders are coming forwards and look at my back, okay? So when my shoulders are coming forwards and I'm looking at the ground, see this? How my back's rounded? All I'm going to do there is damage my back. But when I come down like this and I lift my shoulders up and back, I hinge from my hip and I look up. Can you see the difference in my back there?
Yeah.
And then you're really pulling through those hamstrings and those glutes. So the best way is to look straight ahead and really focus on pulling those shoulders up and back. And that will get you back into a really good position, but I'll keep an eye on it. Also not lowering it all the way to the ground work for you really nicely as well. Yeah?
Yeah.
Alright, so yeah, when you're doing your workouts on your own, it's a good idea just to set your little stopwatch for 60 seconds. Do you have a timer on your watch?
Yeah, I can organize that.
Yeah, cool. And then it's really important to rest between each set. It just gives your body a little bit of a chance to rest, recover, recuperate. So it helps with any injuries, or it helps as well, just means that you can put a little bit more effort in when you're actually doing the exercise instead of being totally gassed at day dot. All right, so we are ready to move on to our last and final set of RDLs. All right, coming on over to your kettlebell. Feet hip width apart, toes pointing forwards, gentle bend in those knees, shoulders up and back, head facing forwards, bending down to pick up that kettlebell. Beautiful. 1, 2. Bending the knees just a little bit less. 3, 4. Leaning forwards a little bit more and bending the knees less. Perfect. 5, 6, 7, Real nice hinge at the hip. 8, good. Okay, I always find as well it's a good idea to go face side onto a mirror if you're training on your own at the gym, so you can keep an eye on that form. If you're face forward facing the mirror, it's harder to gauge, so when you're on your own at the gym, that's a good idea as well.
Okay.
All right, last set of these. Up above the shoulders, feet looking good. Okay, down into your squat, breathing in and breathing out, pushing out. 1, bit more power in the up one on this last set. Punch, 2, 3, well done. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Well done, Maddie. Doing great. All right, we're going to have a minute break before our next round. While we're resting, I'm going to run you through what our next exercises are. So we've got a couple of fun ones now. We have got a stiletto squat, which I'll show you. And we've got a bent over row. Okay, so our stiletto squat, just move your tootsie so we don't hurt ya. So what we're looking to do here is to elevate the heels. By elevating the heels, it's going to load our quads, okay, which is a really great way to build up those major muscles in your legs. So what you're going to do, I always like to pray to God because that's what you need for these ones. I always put my hands in this position. What you're going to do is you're going to come back down. I always push through my heels. They say ask to grasp, but ask to plate in this case, all the way down and then all the way back up, okay? Going right down, bum to ankles, and all the way back up. So we're going to go for 10 of these, okay? And then our second exercise, coming back to that same hinge bent over position we were before. Soft bend in the knees, feet hip distance apart, nice flat back, shoulders up. What we're going to do is we're going to pull these directly up, squeeze at the top, really, really good for building those back muscles. A bent over row. Nice little squeeze when you get to the top, okay? We're going to go for 8 of those ones as well. Any questions about those?
Nope.
No? Right.
So 10 of these and 8 of those.
That is correct. All
Yay.
right. So let's get moving. Okay, so I always like to do like a little bit of a triangle with my feet. And I always find with these ones, it's very helpful if I concentrate on really pushing through those heels. So pray away. Okay, coming right down, knees facing outwards into your squat, as low as you can go. Ready to go. Yep, perfect.
Is
1.
that too low?
No, that's great. 2, so breathing in on the way down, out on the way up. 3, well done. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, looking good, 9, and 10. Well done, Maddie, that was absolutely perfect. All right, just so you get used to it, what I'll get you to do is do the rows over here, okay? So come side onto the mirror. Okay, now feet hip width distance apart, soft bend of those knees, hinging right forwards at your hips, shoulders up. Okay, so that's the position we want to be in. So look up to me, yep, and shoulders backing up, and that gets you into the right position. Okay, so that's your position you're going to be in. Now without any weights, I want you to raise your elbows right up to the roof. So you're pulling your arms down, raising your elbows to the roof, keeping them nice and close to your body and back down again. Yep, nice and close to your body, nice and close to your body, nice and tucked in. Beautiful. So that's what we're going to be doing. So sitting out nice and straight. Here are your weights, and we're going for 8.
Okay.
Okay, so ready to go. Bending forwards, shoulders up, head up. Perfect. And for the pull, 1, 2, 3, go. Yep, keeping those shoulders nice and compact. 1. Good. Squeeze at the top. Feel those back muscles.
Yeah.
3. Well done. Looking at me, looking straight ahead. Good. 4. Real hinge of that hip. Shoulders up and back. 5, 6, 7, and 8. Okay. So what we want to do is just work on that back position a little bit because your back is still a little bit bent there. So when we're hinging forwards, so we're looking to really hinge from the hip. So instead of a lean over, you're pushing your butt right out to the back of the wall and really keep those shoulders up. So if you think of pushing your chest towards the ground with your shoulders pushing up here, okay? And a little bit of an arch in your back. Yep, and looking straight ahead. Okay, that's looking a lot better here. So feel that position. So it nearly feels like you're pushing your chest towards the floor. Is that right?
Yeah.
So that's where you really want to be. Okay, if we start doing this, we're really going to start causing some damage in that lower back.
Okay.
All right, so we'll keep an eye on that. So back to your stiletto squats. Just check with that. Yep. Oh, you've got about 10 more seconds. Sorry.
Okay. So.
Just wait for a little bit of a rest period. We want to give it at least 60 seconds between sets. Once
Okay.
we start going heavier, you might even go up to a minute and a half, sometimes even 2 minutes. People will rest between sets. And the rest time is really, really important so that you can get the most out of when you actually do the movement. Okay, so we are ready to go. So pray away. After grass. 1. Well done. 2. Pushing through those heels. 3. 4. 5. 6. 7. 8. 9. And 10. Okay, cool. You're on?
Yep.
Okay. So what I want you to do is come on over to the mirror and get in that position, pushing that butt out, hinging from those hips. For you, I would work on over-exaggerating that bend because at the moment you've got this happening. So if you think of over-exaggerating, that's going to straighten it out. Shoulders up and back and head straight forwards. And I want to see a straight line from here to here. So come and get in that position first for me. Okay, gentle, gentle bend of the knees. Gentle bend of the knees. Yep. And sticking your hinging at the hip. Yep. Okay. So that is looking much better. Shoulders up and back. Yep. And bend those knees a little bit more and stick that bum just back a little bit more. Exactly. And then coming back up again. Yep. So you've got a hinge. So hinging that body straight forward. Come down again. Hinge forward. Perfect. And then hinge back up. Okay. So when you hinge forward, you're going to stay in that position. We're going to keep our elbows nice and tucked in, elbows to the sky, squeeze at the top. So show me a hinge. Perfect. Okay, adding the dumbbells in. Okay. Right, ready to go. Hinge forward. Yeah, elbows tucked in, and we're going to go for 8. So letting the dumbbells go down, and then elbows back towards the sky. 1. Well done, much better. 2. Squeeze at the top. Well done. 3, 4, 5, 6. Looking really good. 7 and 8. That was so much better. Can you feel that difference in your back? Can you feel it more down the back of your hamstrings than in the lower back that time?
Yeah, it
So
didn't
that's-
hurt as much either. It hurt more last time.
Yeah. So what you shouldn't be feeling is any pressure. So if you're feeling any pressure in that base of your back, stop, reset. Remember those hip distance apart, hinging from the hip forwards. So if you think of a hinge, okay, we're coming here. That top body is hinging from here. Okay, you should feel that stretch. Stand next to the mirror, check your position. Once you can see that hinge happening and no curve in that back, that's when you pick your weights up, okay?
Okay.
Really, really, really good. Let's see how we're going. Okay, cool. Better than 40 seconds. And we can get into our last set, and then your big ones are done, and we've just got a little bit of core, and you're out of the woods.
Yeah.
Yeah? How are you feeling after that set? Scale of 1 to 10.
I'm feeling more tired.
Yeah?
Um,
So the amount of effort that you feel like you're putting in,
yeah.
would you say is higher than 5, lower than 5? Creeping above 5 a little bit?
Maybe a little bit.
Okay, so we're in a 6 maybe?
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah,
probably.
okay. Cool.
I'm definitely feeling warm.
Yeah. Is there any part of your body that you're feeling is a lot stronger that you're noticing than another part, or that you're feeling is a bit weaker than another part?
I feel like my arms are stronger than my
Yeah.
core.
Yeah.
I think that's also because of jiu-jitsu as well.
Absolutely. And what you'll find as well, as we do start working on those core exercises, it's fundamental to all these movements. The first thing we do is lock in that core, yeah? So the stronger our core is, it helps with absolutely everything. All right, last set, up on your heels. Okay, speaking of that, engaging that core, stabilizing that nice and tight. Okay, heels closer together on that on the weight plate, pushing through those heels, down for our last 10.
Oh,
Ready to
okay.
go?
Yep.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, halfway, 5. You don't have to see these again. 6, 7, 3 to go. Well done. 8, 9, and 10. Well done, Maddie. Okay, coming over here in front of the mirror, hinging forwards, gentle knee, real hinge right forwards at the back, shoulders up, head straight ahead. Pick up your weights before you do it this time. Reaching forwards and picking up the weights before you hinge forwards. So just pick them up. Yep. Okay. Let them hang low. So what are we doing with our feet? Hip distance apart. Toes straight ahead. Hinging right forwards. Perfect. And up and a squeeze at the top. 1, 2. Bum right out the back. Perfect. There you go. There you got it. 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Well done, Maddie. Beautiful work. High five. Looking good. So you've got there 4 resistance exercises. Just going to check on the timer. 4 resistance exercises that I'll pop in your program for you. They're really good to target all those major muscles. All of those movements, you're targeting multiple muscles at once, so you're getting heaps of bang for your buck. Doesn't take ages. You can get in and out. It's not boring. And is that something you feel is quite achievable for you to continue?
Yeah, I was just wondering, what do these exercises mainly help strengthen, your core, your arms?
So as we've gone through, I've explained that through as we've gone. So the first one, the RDLs, as I explained, we're strengthening out through our hamstrings, okay, and then pulling out through our glutes. With the thrusters, we're obviously targeting our quads and our glutes as well, stabilizing muscles. And then as we're pushing up, you're targeting your deltoid muscles, so your shoulders basically. Okay, what was the other ones that we did? With the row, we're strengthening all through that back. So when I'm saying squeeze at that back bit there, what we're doing is we're strengthening all these muscles through the back. Every single exercise is using our core because we're engaging our core as we're doing them. So you need to actually hold still. So that's actually still working your core muscles, even though you don't necessarily, it's not a targeted core exercise. We still stabilize the core with every single one. With the stiletto squats, we're elevating the heels, we're loading up our quads. So our quads are our biggest leg muscle, okay? They are the biggest muscle in our body. So by strengthening those, it is just amazing for overall fitness. So by elevating the core and really loading those through, by pushing up through those and through the glutes, they're the muscles there. So we've got back, shoulders, quads, hamstrings. Yeah, so it's a pretty good, and as I do design more of these for you and add more exercises in, we'll always make sure that we're targeting all areas, full body, because then there's no point of doing at a kind of beginnerish stage. It's a bit boring doing leg day, arm day, core day. Just get it all done at once and it's a lot more fun, hey?
Yeah.
Yeah, do you like that style? Are you enjoying it?
Yeah.
Excellent. All right, I'm going to get this out of the way. Okay, and now we're going to come into a couple of core exercises to finish off with. So we have got brush and twist. So back nice and straight, feet on the ground. Okay, leaning back a little bit just so you feel your tummy catch there. We're rotating over and tapping the side of that onto the ground, rotating over, tapping the side of that, and this is really working all of our abdominals. We're going to do 3 sets of those, and then we are going to come up and hold a 20-second plank. So with your plank, if you make a triangle with your forearms coming up onto your, we're going to do them on our knees first, from your bottom to your hip to your shoulder. Should be a nice straight line. We don't want to see this, we don't want to see this. Nice straight line, really engaging that core, and we're going to hold that for 20 seconds. On the next round, if you do feel like getting up on your knees, you push up on your toes, push up on your toes, and we can hold that one and see how you go there. But I'll check as we go.
Yeah.
Okay, so sitting down on your bum, picking up the weight, feet in front of you on the floor. Yeah, leaning back, tuck those heels just a little bit more towards your bottom. Yeah, holding the kettlebell in front of you, one like this. Cool, and then twisting right around to the side, tap, that's 1, tap, 2, beautiful, 3, we're going for 10, 4, 5, 6, try to keep those feet on the ground, 7, well done, really twisting that whole body, 8, 9, and 10, well done. Okay, put that to the side, and then coming into that plank position, knees on the ground for the first one. Okay, what we want to see, push those legs out just a little bit further back, perfect, and we're going to hold 19, 18, 17, 16, 15, 14, 13, 12, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Up we go. We're going to superset the last ones with the core. You can go straight back into your Russian twists. A little ab burner to finish. All right. So when we're doing these ones, it's looking really good. What we really want to do is we want to work on a full rotation as far as you can twist that trunk right around. That what that does, we've got 4 sets of abdominal muscles. That's really going to help with your obliques as well as your abdominals. Real twist around. Okay. Wonderful. 1, 2, 3. Looking good. 4. Well done, Maddie. 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. 9 and 10. Well done. Straight into plank. Did you want to try on your toes this time?
Maybe on the last round.
Okay, well good. Onto the knees. Beautiful. Looking good. Really leaning to those shoulders. 17, 16, 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 3, 2, 1. All right, back up for the last round.
I'm having a bit of difficulty keeping this, like, my feet to the floor when moving around.
Okay, what you can do is you can try to lift them up. So that's how I like to do it. So what you do, if they rise sometimes, engage that core, lock it in, cross them over, okay? And then keep, as long as that back's nice and straight and your chest is up, and you can twist around. Did you want to try that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, so show me without weight. Yeah, and twist from side to side. Yep. 2, we'll do it without weight. Yep. 3, lifting them up. 4, 5, good. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Beautiful. That's probably more effective, Nelly. Because as soon as you elevate those legs, it gets you in a more comfortable position, but you've got to stabilize that even more. And the further you lean back, as long as you've got that straight back, you're activating all your core. So if that's more comfortable for you, then feet on the floor and using a weight, absolutely fine.
Okay.
So you can pick either one of those. So what we can do is we can chat about that and modify your program to incorporate that. Thanks for letting me know. Okay, last plank. I'm going to try on your toes.
Yep.
Alrighty, looking good. 20, 19, 15. Well done. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Well done. Grab yourself a drink of water. You killed it. How do you feel?
Good.
Good. Okay. Grab yourself a drink of water and come and have a seat when you're ready. Okay. So what we're going to do now is you feeling your heart rate quite high?
It's there.
Yeah. Okay, so it's really important just to let that slowly decrease. So what we're going to do is we're going to do some toe taps, we're going to do some slow step ups, some slow mountain climbers, then we can chill out and stretch, okay?
Cool.
So feet nice and wide apart, opposite hands, opposite foot, opposite hands, opposite foot.
Okay.
Yeah, feet nice and wide apart. Yeah, and keep that nice and fast. Tap, tap, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, go for 15, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Beautiful. Coming back over here, same as when we did the warm up. Up and down, we're going to do 10 each side, starting with the left leg, left hand, then coming over here with the right hand, right leg.
Okay.
Nice and slowly, let that heart rate come down. Focusing on your breathing. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Come over the other side. Right hand, start with that right leg. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Beautiful. Coming down into our plank position. Slow mountain climbers, just 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Beautiful. Alright, let's get into some nice stretches. So left leg forwards, real nice lunge forward. Okay, really push that knee, pushing through the front knee. Little bounce. Right hand for support if you need it. Really bouncing through that hip. Can you feel that opening your hip?
Yeah.
7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, stretching that leg out straight. Coming back and holding on to that. Reaching towards your toe. 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10. Other foot forwards. Really pushing that lunge. Get a nice little bounce into it. 2, 3, 8, 9, 10. Straightening that front leg. Reaching towards your toes. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Onto our backs. Legs straight forwards. Right knee up to the chest. Head back. Flat on our backs. Relax that neck on the ground. Pulling that knee right towards our chest. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straightening that upper leg. lifting the head and pulling that towards us. As straight as you can, feeling that stretch through the back. Alright, changing our legs, flat on your back, relax your neck, pulling that left leg towards your chest. Five, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Straighten that leg. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay, just move that kettlebell away from you so you don't get into any trouble there. We're going to do some nice trunk twists. Arms straight out towards the side, head flat, knees together, knees to the right, head to the left. Beautiful. Hold that for a minute, or a couple of seconds, and then opposite side. Really feel that stretch right down the back of your back. And other side. Well done. Okay. When you're ready, slowly coming up. Shoulders up and back. Gently drop towards your toes. Let those arms go wobbly. Pushing down, down, down. Keeping those legs straight. Letting your whole top body just be limp towards the floor. And then vertebrae by vertebrae, slowly from the base of your spine, let your head hang and slowly, slowly come up. Neck is the very last to come up. Alright. Water. Good job. You're so welcome. Grab your drink bottle, Missy, and come on over and we'll have a little catch up of how you feel it went. Fine. How are you feeling?
Pretty good.
Yeah, did you enjoy it?
Yeah.
Yeah? Have you got any feedback, anything you liked, disliked?
I like how you mixed it up. Like,
Yeah.
how it wasn't just how you said leg day, arm day, whatever.
Yeah, no bro workouts here.
Yeah.
Cool. I'm glad. So you enjoyed the format?
Yeah, and
Yeah, cool.
your teaching style was like, you made sure that I was doing the right thing.
Yeah.
So that I didn't injure myself, which was good.
Well, that is very important. We don't want to put you out of work or get anything like that. No, that's number one priority, absolutely. Making sure you got correct technique. And you know what, I always say it's far better to start without any load, without any weights, than going in and doing it with heavy weights wrong, because then you're just going to put yourself right backwards, hurt yourself as you said, and you don't even get a chance to get in there. So just start slow, let the ego go, make sure that form's correct, use those mirrors. I've got an amazing app here I want to show you as well, and what that does is it actually demonstrates those exercises. So what I'll do is I'll shoot you through the link for the app. It's called Heavy. Super easy. I'll show you how to preload those exercises into it, and what it does is it does a visual demonstration. It has a little video clip of each exercise. So what you can do is you can look at that, and then you can just double check your form when you're on your own as well. And if you've got any questions, shoot them through to me. That's absolutely fine, and we'll catch up in a couple of weeks anyway and see how you're going with it. And once you have got that form correct, then you can start adding in those low weights. And then as you feel like you can slowly progress, it gives you a time frame on there as well. So we'll pop in either body weight or the weights that we have started at. So you can log those, and then once you progress, there's a little box that you can add your weights, and so it's really easy to keep track of where you're at with them. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
All right, I've got your number. I'll send through that app now.
Okay.
As soon as we finish up, and I'll just show it to you. So see how when you log in here, it's got that little sample of each of them. So for example, there's the RDL. See how it goes through, it writes the movement down, but then it's also got this little video there.
Yeah.
So everything that we were talking about there, and then see how she's cross-checking that through in the mirror. You see that hinging movement?
Yeah.
It's really good to have that visual, because that's what you're looking for when you're in the mirror. And getting that movement, and then adding the weights, and then see how, what you can do if you go to my program, you can add in, let's say, these 3 exercises. You've got your thruster and your RDL. We'll start with those two. See how there's that little box. So for example, today we did 3 kilos, so you pop that in there. And then you can stay on that until you feel necessary, but this will actually prompt you and it will say ding ding after 2 weeks, and you can reevaluate your weights. And you never forget where you're at to, so you don't have to remember what you've been lifting. So you just go in the gym, it's all there, ready for you. Does that sound like a good
Yeah,
good
okay.
for you?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool. And that way you can track your progression. And there's also this share progress. So when you come in to catch up with me, you can share that and you can just show me where you've been. You can send that through if you're comfortable. And then I can see where you're at as well, and I can make reasonable adjustments to your program.
Cool.
Pretty cool, eh?
That app's free?
It's free.
Okay.
I know. I mean, there are benefits if you subscribe, etc. But there's a couple of ads that pop up. But other than that, I use it. I find it really helpful. Yeah, there's no point paying for it if you don't need to pay for it. And yeah, you can download the data and then share it. And obviously there are premium features on it. But have a play around. There's quite a few similar to that. If you find another one that you think is pretty cool, I'm always open to hearing about new ones. But I just find that one simple and easy. And I love the demonstration that it gives you.
Yeah.
Gives you that visual one, so you don't have to hold it all in your head. You remember what's going on.
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll really like that format, which is great. You did really well. Again, just really check that form, which is where that's going to come in really handy for you. Any questions? Shoot me an email over the next 2 weeks. So we'll be meeting up Monday 2 weeks from today. Anything pops up, you got my number, you got my email address. What would be cool as well is in your own time, in your own programs, if you do want to, I'll pop it in your notes as well. Keep up with your push-ups. You do those at jiu-jitsu, don't you? Your push-ups and your sit-ups. What we'll do is we'll retest you for those. It'll be really interesting to see with this how your overall strength increases. So in 2 weeks' time, did you want to do fortnightly retesting for the sit-ups and push-ups, or do you think every 4 weeks?
I think fortnightly would be good, also for me to get a better understanding and not have to wait the whole 4 weeks.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, cool. Well, let's organise to do the sit-up test and the push-up test next time, 2 weeks on Monday. Okay. We'll record all of that, see where you're at with that. And apart from that, you're at a really good starting point. So over time, we'll slowly progress and add load. Okay, so as we discussed, you start off with the correct technique, adding a larger load, and then you'll notice yourself progressing quite well. So by the time that we do get to that 6 months down the track with your goal, I would imagine that you would be doubling these weights if you continue up with this consistency. So you've got the progression of slowly adding load. What you're basically doing is as your body gets more and more used to the load of the weights that you're using, basically it becomes easier and easier and easier, and you're the best judge of yourself. We can give you a little push. The app will give you a little prompt as well. Try another kilo. Instead of 3s, go for 4s. If you're finding it too easy, and if everything else is going well, and if we're checking in, do you know what I mean? No pain, no gain. So if you are up for it and you want to always keep pushing that body, because that's how you're going to slowly progress.
Okay.
So that's your call too. If you're feeling super strong one day, you're double checking with the app and your form that you're on track with that. Try a pair of 4s instead of a pair of 3s. Try a pair of 6s instead of a pair of 5s. Push yourself and record it, and then we can keep track that way.
Do you recommend only going up by a kilo?
I'd say just go up by 1 kilo with the free weights. Even though it doesn't seem like much, when you're adding 1 kilo on each side, it really can, especially in the early stages, it really can throw your balance right off. So if you know how, for example, we were doing that hinging motion, even with no added load. So if you can imagine, once we added that load, you're using a whole lot of other muscles to stabilize. Even just 2 kilos can really change things a lot. So I would slowly progress in the beginning, okay? And then what you'll notice happening is you'll get to a point where you can have especially as your core strength improves as well, you'll get heavier and heavier and heavier. But in the beginning, just really focus on form. If everything's feeling good, you're feeling really strong, especially on your 3rd set, on your last set, you got more gas in the tank, go for a heavier load. What we can do next time as well, you did say that some of your arms felt a lot stronger than your legs. So for the things like the upper body, for the thrusters, for example, I feel like you could go definitely heavier for those.
Okay.
So you could put a little bit more gas in those. So by that last set of 3 of those thrusters, if you're feeling like those shoulders are really burning, that's a good thing. So I think from today and from what you said about how you were feeling afterwards, you still had a bit of gas left in the tank. So I think next time we push that a little bit more,
Yeah.
and see how you go with that. Does that sound like a good idea?
Yeah.
Excellent. Have you got any questions for me?
Not right now. You seem to cover everything.
Excellent. Well done. You absolutely killed it. Go home, have a nice dinner, and a good sleep. And we will see you in 2 weeks' time, unless I hear from you beforehand.
Perfect. Thank you.
All right.
I'll
You're
download the app.
so welcome. Yeah, no, it's absolutely fantastic.
Yeah.
Well done.
Thank
Have
you.
fun. All right. We'll catch you
Thank
soon. Welcome.